This is a direct drive LG upright washer. Ours started making noise and we had to replace the bearing assembly and clutch housing. It made a metallic clanking noise and kept getting off balance. And it turns out the bearings were bad in that bearing assembly, and that was the culprit. RepairClinic.com does an excellent video on how to make the repair, but when we went through it, we found there were a few tips that might help others that are following their videos, so a handful of things to make it easier. First of all, the clips on the front of the washer. When you open the washer, you slide a putty knife in to push these clips to release them. I saw some folks in the comments were having a hard time finding the clips. They are almost exactly 7 inches from the center of the clip to the outside edge of the washer. So come in 7 inches, put a putty knife in there. You can push it in and pop them open. After you get the washer open, this tub ring has to come off. It is held on by 8 screws. On our washer, these screws were very corroded. 2 or 3 of them were so corroded I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get them out. So when I did get them out, I replaced them all with number 8 by 3/4 inch stainless steel screws from Lowe's. I would highly recommend anybody working on one of these washers replace those screws and put stainless in. After you take that apart, the wash plate needs to come out. When we removed the wash plate, our washer, our machine was a little different than the ones we saw in the other videos. The other videos show a spacer washer underneath the wash plate. Our machine does not have that spacer. There is no washer underneath the wash plate on my machine. We put it back together the same as we took it apart. It works fine. I don't know if that was an omission in manufacturing or if there are different designs, but I can tell you that that washer isn't, or that spacer is not in this machine, and it works just fine without it. After the wash plate comes out, the tub itself comes out. The top of the tub has a plastic ring on it that holds liquid. That liquid is intended to be there. When I first took it apart, I wasn't certain if that was the way it was supposed to be or if there was something wrong, but indeed it is the way it's supposed to be. There's supposed to be liquid in there. It's part of the balancing system. Helps make the washer work. And then on the clutch and bearing assembly itself, when you get the new assembly, take the old one out and compare it very closely to the new one. This assembly is missing the top part of the seal. This is our old assembly and the top of the seal is missing. It turns out the top of the seal was stuck inside the base of the tub. So if yours looks like this, you need to take a close look at the bottom of the tub and see if part of the seal is stuck up in there. It'll have to be removed before everything can be reassembled. Hope that helps.